Samsung KitchenAid, and more. Not only does your Sears Hometown store in Jesup offer leasing on brand new products, it's also at a low monthly price that fits your budget. So visit your Sears Hometown store in Jesup today, 977 South 1st Street, for great leasing on new products. Agent income required. Supply. See store for details.
It's a new and better way to buy. It's live market pricing at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC on East Cherry Street. We constantly monitor auto websites to offer the most aggressive market prices. The low market price is our live market price. That's why we're the home of the no hassle deal. Save time, save money, and know for sure that Neesmith's live market prices are the lowest possible price that we can offer.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, we've got more from Tuesday's Board of Education work session, where a good portion of the meeting focused on the athletic budget as newly hired AD and head football coach Ken Cribb presented his proposed budget, which included incentives for coaches that win region championships and advanced into the state playoffs. The board voted 4-1 for the incentive clause, with only board member Sharon Daniel voting against. Here was Daniel voicing her opposition to the plan.
The first round of region or second round of region and so on, I just don't agree with it. I understand about there are other counties that their supplements may be higher, but as I also understand that those counties whose supplements are higher, they also are larger regions as well. They're bigger schools. Your Camden County is a 7A school. Your Ware County is a 5-6A school. I think it's a 6A school. So those counties, they're bigger counties. So they have the revenue to do that. I'm not saying not to recognize our coaches, but on one hand we say we're going to recognize our coaches and we're going to give them a supplement. On the other hand, we're going to take money away out of budgets for our kids. And I'm fully supporting everything that you're trying to do and make sure that our budget is in the black. I agree with that. I just feel like until it gets maybe around to the Elite Eight, Final Four, somewhere up in there, that's when I feel like that you should, maybe say, okay, we're going to recognize you for this. But round one and round two, I don't agree with it.
Let me ask you, regions change every 2 years.
Yes, they do.
You got to stay consistent. Second thing, you're not paying them for going to round three. You're actually giving them extra salary, stipend, supplement, whatever you want to call it, for extra time put in.
That's all included. When you become a coach, when I sign my contract to become a coach, I know that my season goes from possibly October 31st, when they say we can pick up a basketball, all the way possibly to March 31st, the 1st of March or March 31st, whenever we end up finishing up with the state championship. That's something you understand when you sign that contract, that you know that. So that's part of my job. I'm speaking to somebody that coach, that's part of my job. Okay? I haven't made it to the Final Four, but I have made it to the Elite Eight, and I didn't look for anything from anybody when I did that. The glorification of taking my kids that far and doing what needs to be done, that was the pleasure that I got from that. Now, if you'd have threw $500 or $600 in my face, I took it. Okay, I'm not saying I'm going to
also,
take it,
you would have, you don't want to work extra time for no.
To me, my mindset is that that's not extra time. If you got the passion, you love what you do. You love what you do. I was a middle school coach over there at Dr. Woodson Middle School. Softball and basketball. Offered that little stipend. And I did middle school basketball during the summer, middle school softball during the summer, because that's what I love to do. That's my passion. If kids gonna come out and they're gonna give me 100% of their time, and they're not getting a dime or penny, just blood, sweat, and tears, and the glorification of we're being successful, I can do it too.
And again, those comments of Sharon Daniel voting against the plan. AD and head football coach Ken Cribb at the meeting with the plan, stating that he's been doing this a long time, and he says to retain good people, you simply have to have an incentive to keep them.
Surround yourself with quality, really good teachers, role models, coaches, and I've always felt successful at putting together great staffs, but I've never come close to what I've done so far in the last few weeks. I'd hoped for 2, been happy with one, and wow, we knocked it out the park. I've done my homework research. I never have ever advertised. I recruit. I was a recruiter in the National Guard. I had a lot of success with that, and that wasn't the hard part. Recruiting actually is pretty easy. Hard part is retention. That's the tough part for the military. It's the toughest part for coaches. Every time you get somebody that's really good, somebody who's got more, comes along and steals it from takes it from you. That happens all the time. But I don't know how much you pay attention to the quality of the people we bring in, but I also take pride in our whole athletic staff. We have some really quality people here on our staff who really strive to do an incredible job for Wayne County. So, saying that, we looked at the old incentive plan. Very, very complicated. I'm not probably the best student in the world, but I had a hard time with following it. It looked like it could cause some quick problems understanding. In Charleston County was the simplest one I'd ever been a part of. It was pretty plain. Took that model, kind of worked it to what I thought would be great for Wayne County. Really simple, but really fair. I will say we are not competing at the highest level with stipends or supplements for coaches. We got some neighboring places that are pretty much a good bit ahead of us. I'm not going to ask you for a stipend increase for the coaches. I'd rather put it into an incentive plan. Do I think a stipend increase is needed? I do. But I think you can do it into an incentive plan to accomplish both goals with one action. And that's this one. We couldn't, for a while in South Carolina, we could not pay our paraprofessionals because they were hourly employees. They fixed that, whatever. But everybody that works for the school district gets paid for their time. When coaches finish their regular season, they go an extended season. That's extra time away from their families, extra time they're dedicated to the job. That's why I went with this plan. That was the basic one. I believe you need to emphasize the hard work and time committed, and commitment and dedication over the win. I think winning is part of it, but I don't think it should be placed higher than the work ethic, the hard work, the dedication. So my plan is simple. Pay the professionals for the time, pay the coaches for the time, 10% for every round, and I used it as rounds because it's the simplest way to do it. All sports are different. But it does equate pretty much to an extra week. A round is normally a week. Sometimes it's basketball, it's 2 rounds could be in a week. But it was simpler to keep it consistent and fair by just calling it per round. Basketball goes 5 rounds, baseball goes 5 rounds, football goes 5 rounds. So keep it simple. Make it through the first round, you get 10% for your stipend. Coaches involved. Second round, another 10%. Third round, another 10%. All the way through the process. Something should be put on more success. You win a region championship, that head coach gets 5% of his stipend for winning the region championship. I went on to say, for example, the baseball team, they won the region championship, they went 5 rounds, paying for that. If they had won the state championship, I'd say another 5% for winning the state championship. That's very little money. It's very little money. But it does let them appreciate it. And it didn't matter if you came away over the winning.
Once again, those comments of athletic director head football coach Ken Cribb making his presentation to the board on Tuesday. Once again, the incentive plan for coaches passed by a vote of 4-1 with Sharon Daniels voting against. The board voted 5-0 to make the plan retroactive to this past school year. We'll come back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trade Mart at 3689 Savannah Highway has been serving Wayne County and surrounding counties for over 30 years. If it's a small hand tool you're looking for or a 30-ton bearing press, we've got it. You need a tarp? We've got you covered. We have any size you need, from a 5x7 to a 30x60. So if you need a quality tool at an affordable price, come see us at the Trade Mart, 3689 Savannah Highway, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. The Trade Mart, the tool supply place.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
It's one-stop shopping for your home at Badcock Home Furniture More in Jesup. Badcock offers a full range of furniture, bedding, appliances, electronics, accessories, and floor coverings with the brand names you know and trust. Choose from a product line of more than 4,000 items. And when it comes to financing, Badcock makes it easy by offering you a plan that fits your budget. And be sure to ask about their 0% financing offer for up to 12 months. See Joe and Debbie Pears at Badcock Home Furniture and More, located on Macon Street and Walnut Street in downtown Jesup.
Dr. Michael Sharkey, a board-certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon specializing in skin cancer, and Mrs. Heather Neesmith, physician assistant, would like to welcome aboard Mrs. Lindsay Bookhart, physician assistant and MCG graduate. Georgia Dermatology is a general and surgical dermatology practice specializing in the treatment of all types of skin disorders, removal of skin cancer, and Mohs skin cancer surgery. Call today at 427-4267 to set up your appointment with Georgia's premier dermatology and skin cancer specialist. Georgia Dermatology and Skin Cancer Center, with offices in Jesup, Blackshear, and Waycross, or visit them at gadurham.com.
American Red Cross Blood Drive scheduled for Calvary Baptist Church's Gymnasium on Monday, June 19th from 2 to 7 p.m. Drive sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. The goal of the drive is to collect 46 pints of blood. All types of blood are needed. All who donate Monday will be entered into a drawing for a cash prize. Donors can save time by going to redcrossblood.org/rapid pass to schedule an appointment time. Once again, the blood drive Monday from 2 to 7 at the Calvary Baptist Gymnasium. County Commissioner Herschel Hire says for the record that discussions regarding the new pool are not dead and that work is being done to hopefully have a new pool in Wayne County in the near future. But he stresses that no decisions are in stone, that talks continue on what type of pool to build, where to build it, how much it'll cost, and how the funding will take place. Commission as a whole has asked him to lead this project and bring back the information to the board. Hire says he looks for discussions about the pool to continue at county board meetings. Discussions have taken place. There's been talk to build a new pool at Bill Morris Park, but again, Hire stresses that no final decisions have been made, that everything is in the discussion phase at this time. Funding a pool, a big issue. The discussions have taken place, that there's a possibility of federal and state funding through grants. Those avenues are being explored, and the county wants a firm no before they close that door. Possible private donations also a possibility. If someone wants to donate $1 million for the new pool, county says they'll gladly accept that. Also accept any private donations, and we'll seek a private public funding for the new pool. What type of pool still being hashed out, how many lanes, what type of amenities needed around the pool area, such as a concession stand and parking. Again, everything at this point in the discussion phase, and again, Hire stresses he's just one commissioner. All decisions have to be made and voted on and approved by a board as a whole. But he says he has been working diligently, talking with many people, seeking input, talking types of pools, how much they cost, and once built, the cost of upkeep as well. Again, WIFO film will continue to follow the story as it develops, but it's on the table for discussion and movement, as Hire says the county needs and wants a pool, and the hope is that soon a plan and decisions will be made and everyone can move forward. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trade Mart at 3689 Savannah Highway has been serving Wayne County and surrounding counties for over 30 years. If it's a small hand tool you're looking for or a 30-ton bearing press, we've got it. You need a tarp? We've got you covered. We have any size you need, from a 5x7 to a 30x60. So if you need a quality tool at an affordable price, come see us at the Trade Mart, 3689 Savannah Highway, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. The Trade Mart, the tool supply place.
Do you suffer from constant pain? Does your pain make life miserable at home, with family, and at work? Do you feel helpless and without hope? At Advanced Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jesup, they understand that constant pain is an awful condition that can lead to depression, disability, and utter despair. Advanced Healthcare now offers 2 proven effective treatments to reduce and relieve constant pain. Percutaneous electric nerve or PINS treatments and decompression traction therapy are highly effective at relieving constant pain in the spine, muscles, nerves, and other joints. Their highly trained healthcare professionals at Advanced Healthcare can fully evaluate, diagnose, and treat your constant pain syndrome and help restore your life and hope again. These new treatment options, combined with proper medication management, chiropractic, physical, and massage therapy, are covered by most major insurance plans. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Call Advanced Healthcare Center in Jesup today at 427-8433. Feel better today.
It's a new and better way to buy. It's live market pricing at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC on East Cherry Street. We constantly monitor auto websites to offer the most aggressive market prices. The low market price is our live market price. That's why we're the home of the no hassle deal. Save time, save money, and know for sure that Neesmith's live market prices are the lowest possible price that we can offer.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
Final notes and news. Glenn County man has been indicted on murder charges and concealing a death and other charges in the disappearance of his mother, which occurred in May of this year. Glenn County grand jury indicted John William Roosevelt on Wednesday, charges of malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, and concealing the death, tampering with evidence, making terroristic threats, and 2 counts of making a false statement. Roosevelt lived with his mother at her home at 103 Mackey Drive off of US 17 north of Brunswick, Georgia. Roosevelt was arrested back on May 23rd on theft charges when a protective service worker reported the disappearance of 72-year-old Linda Mansfield. Linda Mansfield remains missing at this time, was last seen back on May 15th. Officers went to her home on May 23rd, found her disappearance suspicious, and later in the investigation found evidence of foul play. Anyone with information regarding this case is asked to contact the Glenn County Police Department at 912-554-7812. And today marks the 3rd day in the search of 2 escaped inmates accused of fatally shooting 2 correction officers while being transported to another prison. 43-year-old Donnie Russell and 24-year-old Ricky Dubose had been on the run since early Tuesday morning when they shot and killed 2 correction officers while being transferred to another facility by a transport bus. Incident happened around 6:45 a.m. on Highway 16 between Eatonton and Sparta, about 80 miles east of Atlanta. They were able to get through a locked gate and overpower 2 officers, one of whom was driving the transport bus. They disarmed one of the officers and fatally shot both. They eventually carjacked a driver of a green 2004 Honda Civic, were traveling in that vehicle before ditching it and stealing a white 2008 Ford F-250 with the Georgia license tag of BCX5372. That's the vehicle the police believe they're currently traveling in. Honda Civic was later found behind a Rite Aid convenience store in Madison, Georgia. It was found in a heavily wooded area less than 2 miles from the home that was burglarized by the escapees and about 1,000 feet from the Lowe's parking lot where the Putnam County Sheriff held an evening press conference. Correction officers killed were identified as 42-year-old Christopher Monica and 58-year-old Curtis Ballou. Monica had worked for the facility for nearly 8 years after being hired in October of 2009. Ballou was nearing his 10th anniversary with the facility after being hired in July of 2007. GBI says the reward for information leading to their capture has now increased to $115,000. They say if you have any information on the whereabouts of the suspects, you're urged to call 911. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
Check out these June specials at Harris Ace Hardware. Master-built electric smoker, still priced at $129.99 with Ace Rewards card. DeWalt bit sets and saw blades on sale for $9.99, and also Craftsman